Hey gang, let's take this gas can and make it look old, even though it's brand new. What? Let's go to the shop. All right, so these gas cans, I'm sure these probably came from who knows where. They're not Hoonigan, even though Hoonigan puts their name on it and sells them. I'm sure you can buy these anywhere. I actually saw a guy on Instagram that does them kind of like the art car style with the Posca pens. It looks really cool. But anyways, one thing I wanted to check before I just like start sanding this thing is let's take some lacquer thinner real quick. We can see how cheap this original paint is. Sometimes this paint from these places are really, you know, it's not that good. Jeez, don't spill it everywhere. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna see if it'll break. Look at that, see the lines going through it already? Goes to tell you that that's probably not a super quality paint that's on this thing. See the color change? Where it's got like a light green. So it's like, yeah, you wanna sand it real quick, right? Well, this is actually helping you. It's taking some of that semi-gloss gloss off there. Can't tell what they put on it. I thought it might have been a powder coat at first, but let's get some of this right there. That dulls it down immediately. And this is just regular old lacquer thinner. So it goes to show you that whatever coating's on here is probably not that great, which is fine. These are pretty cool. I did one for, I think they took it, Ken Block Museum's got it somewhere. It's a gas can with the 43 on it. But anyways, he used to do some stuff with Hoonigan a while back. But we're gonna take their name off of it because we don't want their name on there, okay? So let's just get rid of it. Ooh, that's a bad blade. Be careful when you're using razor blades doing stuff like this. You know what I mean? Because, is that a thick sticker or is that like paint? I don't remember. No, it looks like a sticker. Take a heat gun and heat that up. Let me grab a heat gun. Okay, I'm gonna take some Scotch-Brite and do a little quick sanding in these grooves. I might hit it with the DA real quick. This is just gonna be something I'm gonna put on the wall, so I'm not gonna ever use it. So I don't care like how good the quality of like the clear coat is, because it's probably gonna sit on a shelf. But you know what's cool about these things? Okay, this has the 10L on it, so you could probably, I don't know, they probably got these from China, who knows? But you know what's cool? You could cut this out. You can make a door. You could put stash stuff in it and then turn around and put it on the shelf. You could do a pew-pew stash in there. Have it in the garage, in the back of the truck. There's all kinds of things you could do with this. Besides put gas in it. Like, it'd probably leak. But like, even doing some cool, like if you want to practice playing around and like flake this and then practice your pen striping or doing or shadowing or patina. Like this is why I'm using this, because it's a perfect little size to do something to make look old. Plus it's kind of a cool military OD green, which I love the military colors. So anyways, hey, so in the middle of sanding, I want to stop and show you guys something. Why? Hey, so in the middle of sanding, I want to stop and show you guys this little tiny, check this out. This is a Matco. This thing is tiny. You can actually get a 1-inch pad for this. I have a 3 on there right now. Now this thing will terrorize some stuff too, so you gotta be careful. This is a hook and loop. So like, what do I have here? Here's a piece of 80 grit. And when I was doing the exhaust of my motorcycle the other day, I wanted to blend in the metal really nice and smooth. This worked great over steel. But I mean, for taking this down, here's the thing. This thing is cheap paint, right? So I'm using the interface pad because, and this is 400 grit, because I didn't want to go through and destroy it. But anyways, most of you guys get the gist of how you want to sand something. I just wanted to show you guys this one real quick. I'm gonna cut I'm gonna cheat because I don't have any 3-inch 400 pads. No, I'm gonna cut one real quick, just with some scissors, and then we'll just hit a couple spots and I'll show you. But it'll take paint off really fast. See how gnarly this little guy is? So you can, like I said, you can probably put a little tiny interface pad on there too, but I mean, be careful, you crank this thing up. It's got some power. Anyways, that's a little matte cut. So, I don't really need it on here, but here. It'll take it off a little too fast. So be careful, but just thought I'd show you guys. Look at that, took it right down on the metal. So, okay. I don't want that. I don't want it. Give me the old one back. All right, I mixed some orange and blue sealer in, and then I just threw a little bit of white in there. Another one of the reasons why I like acrylics is you can like make your own color codes very easily. You can do it with solvents too, but sometimes I forget. I think the acrylic's a little more forgiving, so there's like a darker green. So I wanted to put a little bit darker green on this and maybe scuff a little here and there. Then this lighter green will come out underneath it, maybe. And make sure you come back and grab it if you don't want it to look like a chip, or I mean a run. You know what I mean? I'm just using a Q-tip. Sometimes I don't want to destroy paintbrushes all the time. All right, that's enough latex for a minute. Let me just make sure some of these runs don't look like a run. A big blob on the end of them. But yeah, modeling guys, die cast guys, car guys, do it however you like. Speaking of die cast, I was going through some of my stuff the other day, and I have a 1/18 scale Monte Carlo from Fast and Furious. And I don't remember what brand it is, I'll have to look it up and see, but it is definitely not screen accurate to the movie whatsoever. So I think I'm gonna take that, we're gonna redo it. We're gonna take it apart, repaint it with some Createx colors, do the grill like it should be, and change the tires and the wheels on it. Let's match the movie car. Let's do some die cast. Okay, so yeah, like you could probably use chipping. You could use whatever you want because this is going on a shelf, you know what I mean? So it's not getting handled a lot, so there's lots of stuff you could use. I'm just, like I said, once again, this is just liquid latex. You don't have to use that. You can use mustard, toothpaste, it's endless. I like using this because it just wipes off, and then I don't have to get any liquids on it to rinse it, right? Like, and break it down by accident with the water, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm just going over it. I don't really like that hoonigan green that they had. Doing more of this army green over it that we made up. Got the air turned down really low. So this is a mixture of sealer and opaque. And then I'm gonna come back and destroy it in just a second. And we'll put some browns in there too, I think, while the latex is on it. So that's more of a darker army green. Not quite a hunter, could go even darker. Like right now, I could add a little bit more black to that green and we could go a little darker. All right, so we took added some black to that last hit of the green and gave it a little bit more darker look. So the liquid latex is still on there. So what I'm gonna do right quick, I wanna speckle this with some burnt sienna, which is like rust. So it's like there's a burnt sienna and raw umber actually in here together. So I'm gonna haze a little bit on here, and I think we're gonna grab the airbrush in a second. So the reason why I was using the water spots, oh, stupid light's probably gonna mess it up. But there's see the two tones of colors right there in the shadow? That water just made that dissipate. That's why there's just a couple little things. I'm just trying to add to the destruction of it. Okay, so I was just doing that real subtle. And the lighting, it's so hard to get that so you can see it. Yeah. It's there, it's hard to see. Anyways. Better take care of the bottom. I know, people always say that. I used to get mad when we're working on cars and people go, but you're never gonna see the bottom. I'm like, yeah, you will the minute you put it on a lift. So always do it nice. So that's just speckling it. Low air, full paint. So we're making speckles on there. Liquid latex is still under there. Using the Sotograph. Sota. All right, so I took what was left over of our burnt sienna, burnt umber mix, putting it right in the cup. Gonna kind of reduce it a little bit. I've got some detail white, and I'm gonna cheat. You know, just gonna throw some dust over it. All right, now that we got some of our dust on there, let's get some of the latex off. I got an eraser. We could put some scratches in it too. I think I got most of it off there. I have to blow the table off. But, see how, like I was saying, if that was a silver under there, that'd look cool too. Because then it looked like some damage. But you could actually, if you wanted some more scratching, grab your Scotch-Brite, which we might do, and do some scratches in it. Kind of bleed through into that other color a little bit. Plus, the good thing about the Scotch-Brite is it kind of scratches it, you know what I mean? Well, this is a little bit heavier than the gray. But I think I've got most of the latex off there. So now I've got like speckles all over. It looks like it's a little bit of dirt. See where those water spots showed up? And then what we're gonna do is we'll darken up some of these down here. Okay, so what I was doing was I was kind of, the lighting, I hate it when the light does this. It's kind of shadowing where those spots were a little bit with just some black. It's kind of thinned out. Just kind of giving it some edging spots, right? Now you could go with a darker color in here, or you could darken those in too. I just wanted to show you what the liquid latex could do, but we're gonna keep going with it with some squirt bottle here in a minute. But I want to put some more scratches in it. I want some of that other light color to come in. So I'm gonna grab something to scratch it with. And then it goes right through where those dark spots were. Do a lot at the bottom here. Because actually the 36 grit's a little better, I feel like. Especially at the bottom. Most of the damage gets done, right? I like this side better. I don't know. I like the dust. Okay, so now I can kind of color in those light spots. You could have done that with white too, because sometimes well, you could, there's so many ways of doing this. Like we're just having fun right now and winging it to whatever colors we want. Let me dump this black out. Let's get some of that rusty color in there and get some darks. Well, actually, hold on. Let me see what color. I have some stuff over here. Let me see what color is in the squirt bottle. Let's put some on it. Let's do some runs. Do a couple runs over that. I want it definitely in the front, right here. Gonna make a mess. Going to make a mess, sir. Sir. That's pretty thin. The sepia. It's pretty thin. Looks like diesel. Or old fuel. What's your old fuel? Bleh. 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 I'm gonna let it run down. Play with a little bit of the water on it. I don't know if I want to rinse too much of that off because I like it. Oh. You know, just a little bit maybe. I'm gonna let that dry, I think, the way it is. I want the runs in it this time. I don't know if I want to fan those out. Maybe a little, maybe, see it, just a little bit, just a little. I'm gonna get a little bit more on the top here. Oh yeah, you gotta have some come down the back. Come on now. And the dirty handle and the dirty lid. Okay, let's leave that alone. Let it dry. Okay, so I'm not like a huge fan of the lighter color. The green, the original green that's down there. I don't think I like it. It looks, I don't know, I don't like it without doing some silvers and chip marks and stuff, you know, and really weathering this thing out like you'd be doing a model tank or something. Which the same thing is coming back along these edges and darkening these edges on the lower side and then taking a fine line and lightening these edges on the top side to make it look like it would be shadowed. But I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it, sir. So I'm gonna play with a little bit of some sponge. We'll sponge it. So I probably got a little carried away with the sponges because I don't know, man. I don't like that green in there. That light green. I ruined it, man. I ruined it. See, you gotta show your fails too. Failed.
Maybe we'll take a little bit lighter color on the top side. Like, let's blow out some of these. Make it look like it's a little edgy. A little edgy. It's an edge right there. It's an edge. You could kind of like blotch these in too to look more like, you know, textured rust or something. Then you get some of these spots where there's a little too much of the sponge. Get some black dots in there.
So these lights in here suck. You know, it'd look really cool right now, too, is you could, this would look cool to go ahead and take like a, maybe a tan and a cream color pinstripe. Go through here and pinstripe some cool design on that. You know, deck it out or whatever, and then sell it. I don't know. That'd be cool. I'm gonna play around with some Posca pens, the acrylic pens. So I'm gonna, let's write on it. Let's do something with it. Okay? You could even probably, well, it's endless. I mean, come on, guys, you know. You could outline this. You could. Let's go inside, it's getting colder out here. Chrome pen, liquid chrome. Now, normally, if this is rust, you probably wouldn't see scratches of metal coming through it. You know what I mean? Like bare metal, like, oh, it hasn't rusted yet right there. So this kind of doesn't make any sense, but I'm just having fun. I just wanted to see what it looked like. Normally I would do that on some type of prop that didn't have a rust color in it. It would just be the colors only plus this to make it look like there was metal underneath here. Kind of like we were saying before, if that was a silver under there. But anyways, just having fun. So that's about it. I just wanted to see what it looked like. There was like a couple fresh metal scratches like down to the metal because it got, anyways, okay, stop. Just stop. I'm gonna grab some of the pins, which by the way, if you see this little US General box over here, my son got me that. This works great to hold your airbrushes and X-Acto knives and things like that. You can get, I'm gonna get another one. You can patina that out too, or I don't know, paint it like candy colors. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna write some stuff on here real quick. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, so many pens. Art supplies are so expensive. What's cool about these is it's an acrylic pen, so you can, you know, we're drawing acrylic over acrylic, and then you could, you can shoot a clear coat directly over this. So if you wanted a satin, matte, or a flat eggshell, whatever you wanted, you could put a water-based clear, you could put a solvent clear on it. Just make sure that it's dry before. And one thing about using these acrylics, now if you use this over a gloss finish, it's gonna like crack. It's gonna separate. So if you want that look, cool. But anyways, so there you go. Let's have some fun with that. I'm just kind of redarkening that up. You could go over this like a few times, you know what I mean? Like maybe not so jagged or whatever. You guys are all artists out there. You'll come up with your own crazy, cool ideas. But all right, so I'm gonna keep going with this for a minute, darken these up a little bit. Or you can hand paint this. Should put some flies on here because I got gas. All right, let's throw a quick clear on our gas can because we got gas. All right, thanks guys for watching. We were just playing around with our cheap old gas can because we got gas. Thanks again for watching, subscribing, all that good stuff, hitting the bell. But I was thinking too, maybe on the next video, we'll take this Monte Carlo from Fast and Furious, still one of the coolest scenes in Tokyo Drift, and make this thing more screen accurate because it doesn't really look like the car in the movie. It kind of does, but then it also kind of doesn't. So let's make it look screen accurate. All right, guys, have a great day. Talk to you later. See you on the next one.